Pinterest has new things. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We are going to talk about 10 new things in Pinterest ecosystem after this break. Hi, this is JJ Cat. Welcome back to my channel. So you are here because you have heard that there are people in your niche who are crushing it on Pinterest. They are using Pinterest to drive traffic back to their Etsy shop, their Shopify stores, their YouTube channels, their websites, and they are converting. They're using all that Pinterest traffic to increase their sales, to get people through their coaching program, and they have Pinterest to thank for that. However, you, my friend, you are struggling a little bit. You pin and you get no reach, and you try the idea pins, but you kind of just don't get it. And so you're kind of frustrated and you're ready to give up on Pinterest, but I want to advise you to not do that so fast. Instead, what you should do is subscribe to this channel, because what I try to do is provide Pinterest 101, some sort of basics, setups, how to claim your business, how to get started, why are you on Pinterest, what's the benefits of Pinterest, and just how to understand the search. It's a visual search engine, not a social media platform. Other thing I do for you is what you're here for today is I share with you what's new on Pinterest. So the platform actually is evolving. It's changing. So Pinterest has new things. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We are going to talk about 10 new things in Pinterest. Okay, hey, so the first thing I want to tell you about that's new on Pinterest, I'm quite excited about. As a person who wears her hair in different styles and different protective styles, one of the things you can do now on Pinterest, you can search by hair type. So when you enter a query for Pinterest, you can actually search by curly, wavy, kinky, coily.
I don't know if they use the word kinky.
Coily, definitely. Protective styles, or just straight. So you have it runs the gamut. And protective styles, a lot of African American or people of African descent use protective styles in the hair, and the hairstyles that's going to come up. For example, a bob, for example, is not going to look the same as a bob for someone with wavy hair who doesn't have kinky, coily, textured hair. So that's the first thing that's new on Pinterest. So exciting. The second thing I want you to know about Pinterest is that Pinterest is testing ways for you to share your idea pins from the Pinterest platform onto Instagram stories and onto Facebook stories directly. Hit the share button. You're going to see the option for Facebook stories and Instagram stories. Pinterest is going to download the idea pins. If you have multiple slides, it's going to download all of those slides into one video. And then it's going to automatically open up whichever app that you selected, whether it's Instagram stories or Facebook stories. It's going to automatically open it up and sort of cue you to hit to share it that way onto the stories. So that's exciting, because that's going to expand your reach of your content. And especially if you put a lot of time and energy into your idea pin, it's great for more people to see it. So I'm going to do idea pin first. And after the idea pin, then I'm going to convert it into Reels and TikTok, because I know that Pinterest gives me the reach. I'm not guaranteed to get that reach for TikTok. I'm definitely not guaranteed to get that reach for Instagram, because those platforms are not as friendly to me personally. So there you go. So that's the second thing that's new on Pinterest. So exciting. Now let's go to number 3. I took some notes, but I don't know where my notes are. Oh, here they are. Notes, y'all. Focus. Okay. Number 3 is Pinterest now allows you to scroll idea pins in theater mode. What is theater mode? So theater mode is essentially a way of a separate interface. When you go into an app, usually you have the full interface that has all of the different bells and whistles, the searches up there. You got, recent pins or different activity and all these different things on this interface. Then you have, when you actually go into to click and watch a video, it's black and all the other things disappear. And what allows you to do by having it in the theater is you can actually just start scrolling and keep scrolling. Keep scrolling and keep scrolling to the next one without having to go outside. So that's a great way of getting a lot of eyeballs on pins, especially your pin is next. That's a great way for them to deliver content to users. You may have seen the theater mode in Shorts has it, TikTok, I believe Reels. So that's how people just make it binge worthy. So I think they're trying to keep people on app through idea pins. And so that's why it's a good idea when you're doing your idea pins to make sure it's a complete idea. And you're not asking people to go someplace else to continue. Because I don't think if you do that, you're going to be in that theater. So your goal is to go into the idea pins theater. So that is the market. I'm a YouTuber. And so when I do shorts, my goal is for my shorts, which are 60 seconds or less vertical video content, to go into the YouTube theater, because that means I'm going to get more eyeballs once I go in there. It's like a nice traffic pattern for getting more subscribers, more eyeballs, more viewers, more fans, more people to know about you. Got it? Good. So let's talk about number 4. The fourth thing you're going to see are analytics actually on the pen. They've had analytics on the pen before from the desktop mode. From the mobile now, if you look down on the right side, you may be able to alternate the side they appear. You're going to actually see a button where you can click it, and that's going to show you the analytics for that pen, take you to the analytics for that pen from the pen inside the theater mode. So in the theater mode, that's what you have new is access to your analytics for that specific pen, so you know how well it's doing. So that's pretty awesome. Now, are you liking this video so far? I hope you are. If you are, I'd like to invite you to join the J Squad. It's free. There's plenty of room here. And what you get when you get the J Squad, you get up to the minute information. You get what's new on Pinterest. You get tips. You get tricks. You get practices. You get it all in one video, one channel. Nowhere else you need to go. You don't have to look at all. Just right here. I got you. The fifth thing is, speaking of the theater mode, what I discovered recently, I was watching Pinterest and it delivered me a person's pen, an idea pen. It looked a lot like a reel. So essentially this person recorded her reels. She recorded herself live on the reels, and then she added, I guess, a little bit of some other things that you normally do for reels, but she recorded it in the idea pen. So she recorded the reels, but natively in idea pens, added the extra stuff, and then sent it out into the Pinterest ecosystem. And at the time that I looked at this person had about 100 reactions to her pen, which tells me that Pinterest is most likely promoting that idea pens that are created natively, similar to the way you natively create a TikTok or Reels. So this again is why I said earlier that I'm going to start by just starting it with interest idea pens, publishing it that way. When it downloads, I'll just take it to another platform, maybe add more popular music, because Pinterest doesn't really have popular music, and repurpose it from Pinterest idea pens to Reels and TikTok versus the inverse, which is how we do it now. So that's really new, and that's awesome. Number 5. Number 6, speaking of creating Pinterest pins natively, a lot of you guys who are familiar with Reels know that transitions are a big thing. And the way transitions work, essentially people change clothes, or they'll have something pop up in their hand, or they'll do something so it's instant. And way you do that is a ghost mode. So essentially you stop the footage at a certain position, and then you can actually, when you're ready to go to the next transition, you can position it in a ghost mode so that you can go right where the last one hit off. So when it snaps, it looks like it's a seamless transition. So Pinterest now has ghost mode inside the idea pens mobile. Don't think this is live. This is all mobile. A 7th thing that you can actually do, also part of that in theater live creation sort of mode, is you now can actually reverse the camera. And that kind of goes to the part I talked about with the woman doing live. Like, you can now reverse the camera so it's looking at you, and then flip it around so it's looking on the other side. So if you wanted to do that as part of your content, whatever idea you're sharing, you can do that now. I'm not quite sure if that's new or not. I've never seen it before. It's new to me, so it might be new to somebody else. So check that out. The 8th thing I want you to know is that Pinterest now has real-time analytics. I don't think real-time analytics is necessarily new, but when I opened it up on one of my old accounts, but I haven't been on it for a while, it was just like, hey, real-time analytics. So as people are looking, as they are doing close-ups or saves or doing different things, interaction with my idea pins, as it's going on right after hit live, I'm going to see the live real-time analytics as they're actually interacting or engaging with that piece of content, with that pin. So that's pretty awesome and cool. That's number 8. Number 9 is that now when you go into Pinterest, they're now serving up actual idea pins, because a lot of people are concerned. They're just like, I don't get this idea pins. What are we doing? What works well? What should it look like? Which are the ones that Pinterest prefer and they promote? So Pinterest was like, we got you. Here are the idea pins that we actually like and that we promote. And so you can get inspired by these idea pins and do it yourself. Isn't that cool? So now you have Pinterest giving you idea pins inspiration, and it's just for you creators. There's a Pinterest Creators Festival that's coming up soon in October this month. So look out for that if you're a creator. And the final, that's not really one of the numbers, but I just wanted to add that. I just remembered because when they sent me the idea pins, they also mentioned that they have that Creator festival that's coming up is virtual. There are 2 different sessions. You can sign up for one. And the 10th and final thing is Pinterest announced that Pinterest predicts every year around December or so. Pinterest predicts what will be the trends for the forthcoming year. And so they released a report saying 80% of the predictions that they made in 2020 actually came true. So what's the purpose of that? That's like when the new Pinterest predicts comes out at the end of the year. It's in your best interest to study those, and so you can stay ahead of the trends. So especially if you're a fashion, lifestyle, any one of these topic areas or content buckets that heavily rely on trends or that hop on trends and have your growth based on trends, Pinterest is going to be telling you what they predict will be hot and trending next year. And with the 80% accuracy rate from the last year, I think you want to pay attention to that report when it comes out. I know I will be looking for it because, I do what I do. So anyway, that's all I have for you in terms of for the top 10 new things in Pinterest. Again, stay tuned to this channel because I will be providing you what you need to know to stay on top of the trends, to know what's going on in Pinterest, and just feel more comfortable. And actually also to stay ahead of the competitors. And I really don't like to say news competitors, other people in your niche you can learn a lot from them or in your space, but who may be a little bit more farther advanced than you, who may get it. So I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you get to where they are. So on this channel. So what I have for you. In the meantime, I want you to watch this video here, or this playlist here, whichever way it's going to appear on this screen, and keep the party going. Keep learning from me. Don't let it stop. As for this video, I'm going to go ahead and cue my outro music. But, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I come with a new video. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Cue my outro music. Boom. Get Jared, I'm done.